families, and welcome to the first episode of Fun at Home. My name is Marie and I'm a registered early childhood educator working here at the Early On at Luminous Community Services. In this video, we are going to be exploring 4 different fun ways that you can use paper towel rolls. The first activity is creating stacking blocks. Second activity is connecting paper towel rolls with pipe cleaners. The third is having a hair cutting activity. And the fourth one is balancing balls with paper towel rolls. Okay, so now let us begin with activity number 1. How do we create stacking blocks with paper towel rolls? So let me tell you the materials that we would need. First, you would need some paint. You can choose and have a different variety of colors. And you would also need to collect some paper towel rolls, of course. And you can cut them in different sizes that you'd like. You would need some scissors, and make sure you have child-friendly scissors as well. You have your markers, you have a napkin, and you also have a container for your paint, and you need some sponges or some paintbrushes. Okay, so how are we going to begin? So first, parents, you need to ask your child how long they'd like the paper towel roll to be, so it can come in different sizes, small ones, medium-sized ones, or tall ones, such as this one. And the next step is for you to ask your child, and children, you can pick the color that he'd like and put them here in the container. So example, I'm going to choose the color pink. So after you have decided what size of paper towel roll you'd like, you would need to just simply paint it. Make sure that the paint bottles that you have, it says non-toxic, okay? So it's safe for your child. This helps children to take part in something. You know, this can be a joint project for parents and children to have fun. And ta-da! I have my pink paper towel roll, but I'm gonna set it aside as it needs time to dry. Okay, so what are we gonna do next after we have finished painting? We are going to be marking our paper towel roll. So let's say that we are finished. Okay, and now I'm going to be marking it. So I know where I'm going to be cutting it. You can put around 3 or 4 different slits so you can connect the paper towel rolls with each other. I'm going to bring this closer so that you can see that I have created different lines, and that's going to help you as a guide, and for children can also help them as a guide to know where to cut. And again, of course, parents, you are going to be supervising your child when they are cutting. They don't need to cut all the way through, just following the length of the line that you have done. So I'm going to bring it closer, just like this. And it's very easy. All you need to do is to tear off those excess pieces. And I'm going to show you really quickly how to do it. So just like this, you can tear it off. And you have your slits. So with the different paper towel rolls that you have collected, you can have fun in stacking them, okay? So let me put this aside. And what you can also do, by the way, so some variations is you can put as many different colors as you like, so it's open-ended for your child. And children can have fun mixing the colors in the paper towel roll as well. And let me show you some outcomes or some finished product of how it could look like. So I have here gold, green, and pink stacked up together. And this can also help promote children's attention span and their focus and creativity, as they can create whatever they would like with these stacking paper towel rolls. So this is how it could look like. And children can also link them together, such as this one. So you could put them all together and do their own creation. This activity also helps promote children to critically think of how they can put the pieces together. So at the same time that it promotes prolonging children's attention span, it also helps promote to think of ways to problem solve and analyze how they can create various things. For our second activity in this video, we are going to be connecting paper towel rolls with pipe cleaners. As you can see over here, I'm showing you. And let me tell you the materials that we would need. So of course you would need paper towel rolls. You can collect as many paper towel rolls as you have at home. And you can also ask your child to remember to collect them. And with paper towel rolls, you would need some fuzzy wires. I got these from the dollar store. They come in a pack of around 30 pieces for $1.25. So you can see they come in basic colors. They also come in glittered versions, which is always eye-catchy for children. And don't worry if you do not have or you don't have time to go to the dollar store to buy pipe cleaners. You can definitely use some strings or a piece of yarn or shoelaces. Those will also do. But just make sure that you always supervise your child when you are giving these materials to them, right? So always parental supervision, adult supervision is very important. And in addition, you would need to have some scissors, and if as much as possible, try to engage your child as well. This is a good way for them to practice their cutting skills. So give them a child-friendly scissor. And you would also need a hole puncher. So if you don't have a one-hole punch, you can also use a regular hole puncher. That's okay as well. Okay, so let me tell you the steps that we would need. It's very simple and very straightforward. So you would get your paper towel roll and you're gonna ask your child what size would they like. And let's say your child says, oh, just like a medium size. And you would just simply cut it. And with the parents' help, we're going to create holes on the paper towel roll, just like this, using your hole puncher. And you can put as much holes as you'd like. I'm gonna come closer and show you. Of course, if you'd like to give your child a chance to try to punch holes, give them an opportunity. This is a great way to introduce them to different materials like hole punchers or scissors, and of course doing this by 100% supervision, right? And what the children can do is simply connect and spend time focusing on their own creation. Let's say they want to create a choo-choo train. So you can tell them, okay, go create your choo-choo train using these pipe cleaners and using these paper towel rolls. And children will spend so much time trying to figure out where should they put the pipe cleaners in. So with this activity, the children are learning how to practice their hand and eye coordination, making sure that, of course, the pipe cleaner or the string goes into a hole and it can loop going out and it can connect to another paper towel roll. And it's a very open-ended activity, children's own interpretation and representation of their thoughts and ideas. And it's a great way for them to also practice holding a string or a pipe cleaner, and it's also a way for them to be creative as much as they can. And parents can also, create your own ideas and share with your child what you're doing. So this way there is an open conversation between parents and children. Simple activity, but has so much to learn, a lot of different learning experiences that children can do with this pipe cleaner connecting activity with paper towels. Moving on to activity number 3, which is giving our paper towel rolls a haircut. So in this activity, it encourages your child to be creative as they can, and they can create their own person to give a haircut to. Person meaning the paper towel rolls. Okay, so for parents and children, let me tell you the materials that you would need for this hair cutting activity. First of all, you would need paper towel rolls. It can come in different sizes, and you can also cut it out according to how you'd like it. And you would need scissors. Parents, make sure you have a child-friendly scissor. And you would also need a bunch of markers so you can be as creative as you'd like. Okay, so let me show you the samples that I have, and I'm gonna come closer to the camera. So these are some examples. I have triangular hair, as you can see, and children can do their own faces as well. Doesn't matter how it looks like, as long as they are engaging and participating in this activity. I have some colorful haired ones over here, and I have some spiky haired ones too, just like this. And this way, children can learn how to cut the pieces of hair from the paper towel rolls. So it's a very fun activity for children to try and engage in, and it also helps them to learn how to hold a piece of material such as this, and they can trim. So of course, parents, making sure that you supervise your child, okay? So making sure that you have that child-friendly scissor, and they can also have their hand and eye coordination, right? Making sure that they're trimming the hair according to how they would like it to look like. And it's very open-ended as well, because they can create their own people. They can create the hairstyle and the length of the hair that they'd like. And these can also be included in your pretend play with your child. So parents and children, I encourage you to, have that communication and make believe pretend play. The people that you're gonna give some haircut to. Okay, so let me show you the steps. So first of all, cut the paper towel roll to the size that you'd like. So you can cut a tall paper towel roll into 3 pieces, okay, if you'd like. Next, I would choose the marker that I would like to create my person. So making sure that you have ample space for the hair, and you can have those 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth if you'd like. So that is my person right here, and I'm gonna do an easy one. This one is the easiest just because it's just straight hair, and then you need to flatten it out just like this. Okay. And parents, if you'd like to help guide your child, an easy way to do this is by creating lines for them to follow. Okay, so just a rough draft of the lines of the hair. And the next step is we're going to be cutting it. And ta-da! We got our person, and it's ready to have some haircut. Isn't this a fun activity? It's very simple to do, very easy to make. It's really fun for your child as well. Now we are moving on to activity number 4, which is a balancing ball activity. So let me show you. It's very easy. It's just like this. And you can choose different types of balls to balance on your paper towel rolls. So I would say I have here a small ball and a bigger ball, but they also vary in weight. So one is heavier than the other one, heavy one and a lighter one. And you need to have your paper towel rolls, of course. And at home, you can create your starting line and your finish line. And children and parents or grandparents, you can help balance the ball with a paper towel roll, starting line all the way to the finish line. Parents and children, I highly encourage you to play a game of balancing the ball on a paper towel roll. It's super duper fun, and I hope that you can enjoy it as well. Thank you, families, and we hope that you enjoyed today's activity. We'll see you again at another episode. Have a wonderful day. Bye!